So we want to look at each of these rocks in detail. So we've started with the rock that's forming the dark cliff up on top of the hill. And if you look at the piece I'm holding here, it's a medium gray rock. It's got little white specks in it. Those are crystals. When I encounter a new rock in the field, the first thing I always ask myself is the rock made of crystals that have grown together, or is it made of clasts, which are things like sand grains that have been compacted together? If you look at this rock, it's a fairly homogeneous rock. It's a medium gray in color, except it's got a few little scattered light-colored, cream-colored crystals. Those crystals are a mineral called feldspar, and if you look at this rock under a microscope, you can see that this is a very finely crystalline rock. They're little crystals that all grew together. So this is a crystalline rock. If you have a fine-grained rock that's a crystalline rock, it's nearly always a volcanic rock. This particular rock we call an andesite. It's a rock that's intermediate in composition between granite and basalt. So it's got some amount of dark minerals, some amount of light minerals, and it's got intermediate compositions of a whole bunch of chemical elements. A rock like this is typically formed from a lava flow that was erupted on the surface and then cooled, and it cooled so quickly that you did not have time to grow bigger crystals. The only crystals it has are the little white crystals that had solidified and grown in the magma at depth before the rock was uplifted. Another thing about this stop is we're very close to the contact between the layered reddish brown rocks and the upper cliff-forming dark rocks. That contact is coming down here. It's mostly covered with loose material that's come off the top of the cliff. So we would map that contact here, but at that point it hits this flat surface, which we know is underlain by loose materials. And so you would have a contact like this encountering a contact like this, and so it would be almost like a Y or a T on the map.